Here we are. We did a bunch of work today. We're going to talk about what we did. But as you can see, we've done a bunch of work with the wing. We actually have it, the wing halves joined together. We have all the top sheeting on. Talk about what we did, where we started. We started out here on the wingtips with fading all this stuff in and working it all together. These spars were sticking out and everything else, so that needed to be worked in and sanded. So we sanded all that stuff down. We sanded a lot of the bottom sheeting down that we had. We did the same thing on both ends. So you can see this end, we did the same thing there. And then basically what we did is we got the wings ready to join together. So we pretty much went through the whole thing and got it ready. And then we started test fitting. And this kit was so cool, it actually had a piece right here to set the dihedral with, so that when we put the wings halves together, it gave us the correct dihedral. All we had to do is put this piece in place like that, and voila, it all went together. So we made a lot of progress on the wing today. And then after we got the wings joined, we added all this top sheeting, and then it actually had us go through and check the glue joints and everything. So what do we got to do next? So we've got these pieces. This one says right bottom. You know, it's actually going to go here, and it's got a slot cut in it, which these will go in here and for the control horns for the ailerons. And then you can see we got the control horn, and then there's a piece of brass that actually acts as a bearing, so it'll be nice and free. And then that'll connect to the ailerons, which will those will basically go here on the trailing edge. And the other thing we've got to do is this is a servo tray for the aileron servo, which basically it goes about right here. And what we got to do is we need to measure from this spar. So we've got the measurements down here on the plans. We can measure from the spar, and we'll cut this out and then match this up so that it matches, and we'll glue that in place. And then the other thing we have to do is we've got 1 inch wide fiberglass cloth that we're going to basically take all the way around and use that to reinforce the center section of the wing. So this wing is very strong. It's very light. It probably right now weighs 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds at the most. But it's also very big, and as you can see, it's literally as tall as I am. Maybe not quite, but pretty close. It's a 70-inch wingspan. And I used to be 6 foot tall. I don't think I am anymore. There's a couple things. It looks like maybe one wing's a little heavier than the other because it doesn't balance, wants to go to one wing a little bit. But we'll do that. These will, like I said, these will go on there. And then we also have these reinforcements that'll go on the top of the wing, because this wing's held on with rubber bands. So when the rubber bands pull tight against the back of the trailing edge of the wing, it won't crush it. Mm-hmm. And you think, well, maybe you need that for the front too, but you really don't, because the front's curved, so you won't need that on the front. Since the rubber bands are going around a curve, it won't crush the leading edge. That's pretty much it. We made great progress today, and I think the next time we get together and try to do some build, it'll probably be in a couple weeks, and we'll probably try to finish up the wing and get it ready to cover. and then we'll go back to the fuselage and finish up the fuselage, get it ready to cover, and hopefully at that point we can start covering. Covering is going to be really pretty exciting and interesting, because it's kind of a complex thing, but it's, if done right, if we do it right, this will look really good. It'll look like it's covered with one piece, like somebody just took something and slid it right on here and shrunk it on, but it's a little more complicated than that. Anyway, that's what we did today, and we spent about 3.5 to 4 hours doing it, and we got a lot done. So that's it.